Good morning, students. My name is Aishwarya Arya, and I'm an assistant professor in Babu Banarsidass University, Lucknow. I am teaching hospitality management to final year students, that is fourth year and 8th semester students. Subject code is BHMCT 2803. So, in our last session, we have discussed about the the concept of the hospitality management, as well as the uh, characteristics of the hospitality industry, as well as the concept, the meaning, the definition of the hospitality management. Now, in today's session, we will discuss about the scope of the hospitality and tourism industry. Students, when we say scope, the scope, which means the expansion, the extension of hospitality industry to the different or to the relevant sectors. Although in all the other sectors there is an element of hospitality present, but when in our context, as per our syllabus, when we discuss about the scope of the hospitality industry, we particularly says that the expansion of the hospitality industry, or what may be the possible areas where a student, those who got himself graduated from the graduated with the bachelor's degree in hotel management, would have fields to opt for working. What would be the career opportunities? So, where, till what extent, how many fields are there classified under the hospitality industry? This is the scope of the hospitality industry, where you can, if where you can go and work. All right. So, the scope of the hospitality industry, according to Walker, 2007. See, Walker is one of the famous writer who has written the book on hospitality industry, or the hospital who has written a book on hospitality management and discussed about the various concepts of the hospitality industry. So from there, I has taken a as per the Walker in his theory 2007, he has discussed about the scope of the hospitality industry. Done. So the scope of the hospitality industry, the very first is in the travel and tourism industry. Under the travel and tourism industry, there is an air transportation where there is a requirement of hospitality personnel. There is an element of hospitality in it. All right. Any air transportation mode you will choose, you will see that there are people inside the airplanes providing hospitality. They are known as flight attendants, cabin crews. All right, in-flight attendant, out-flight attendant, port attendants. So there were people from the field of hospitality, those who are providing services inside the air transportations. Then we have cruise ships. There were so many cruise. For example, Costa Concordia, and there were many more cruises which provides hospitality services. There is an element of hospitality for the people around there. Then we have rail transportation. Rail is one of the mode of travel, and these days, in the present scenario, as per the latest trends in the hospitality industry, the rail transportation, they are also started with providing hospitality inside the rails to the guests, those who are traveling from one place to another. Now, if we talk about rail transportation and hospitality together, which means the best example of this particular concept is Palace on Wheels. Palace on Wheels is the very first train which started the concept of hospitality inside the train, and which is being followed by the Tejas Express, which is currently launched, and they too have the staff wearing a uniform and serving food and providing hospitality to people, those who are traveling from one place to another. Then we have coaches. We have reserved coaches for the people, and we have a segmentations divided that in this particular coach only we were serving the hospitality, or there were people who will provide the hospitality. Then automobile sector, then ecotourism. Ecotourism is one of the part of tourism where the hospitality is there, because of the now ecotourism is the new concept in the tourism, because of which the people started traveling from one place to another by choosing any of the mode of transportation, which we have discussed. Then the second point is lodging. Under the lodging is what? Lodging is a place where an accommodation can be provided along with food. Depends upon the policies again whether they provide only accommodation or an accommodation is clubbed with a food or a meal. Done. So lodging, under the lodging category, we have already discussed in our previous session the hotels, motels, restaurant, furnished apartments, campaignings. All right, we have discussed about all this. The brief introduction we have discussed. So hotel is a commercial establishment which provide food and accommodation to the people along with so many facilities such as entertainment facility, recreation facility. And the second is motel. Motels are those economical establishments which were on the highways, the roadside. They usually provide a higher place for the travelers to park or to made the park. They had provided a huge space for the parking where their where their vehicles can be parked. As they were on the highways, they usually provide the accommodation to the travelers, those who were traveling from one place to another. Then we have resorts. These are the properties which are usually preferred by people going along with their family for their vacations. They had all the recreational activities and the entertainment activities include. Another place of accommodation which are usually situated outside the particular city, मतलब उनके आउटस्कर्ट्स में होते हैं ये रिजॉर्ट होटल्स पर यूजुअली ऑन द आउटस्कर्ट्स ऑफ द सिटी to provide more fascinating and entertainment facilities. So this hospitality, this lodging could be one of the scope of hospitality and tourism. Then we have assembly and event management. Event management have an element of hospitality in it. There were peoples in the event management group which provides hospitality. When we say event management, the word event management means there was a team of people, there was a group of people, those who provide facilities, arrange the event. Let's take an example. If you want to plan your wedding or you want to plan an anniversary or a birthday party, what you do, you hire an event management team. A guest, being a guest, the guest is only concerned with paying some particular amount of money to the event management company, and the company is responsible for everything, starting from the distribution of invitation cards, making the guest list, making the invitation cards, alright, distributing it, then menu, deciding the place of the event, where from which particular place the event is going to be conducted, everything. In event management, starting from from deciding the number of guests are coming, printing the invitation card, providing the invitation cards to the guests, starting from everything, what they do, they plan everything on behalf of the guest. This guest is responsible for enjoying the party without any burden, without any stress of mind. Every responsibility has been done by the event management company, but just the guest has to pay the money to the company. They are responsible for deciding the location, which would be the perfect location for the event as per the specifications of the guest. Now they decide the place, they do the arrangements, they got the menu prepared, they got the proper lighting set up, they see every second or every second function or every bit of that function is being organized, performed, planned by an event manager, which will be considered under the event management as whole. So under event management is just not concerned with the wedding parties, but they are also concerned with conducting the meetings, conferences, exhibitions. Done. So the scope of hospitality under event management is the meetings, conventions, expositions, exhibitions, conferences, seminars. Done. Then restaurant and managed food service, that is food and beverage service or the food and restaurants. These restaurants are what? Restaurants are the sitting place where a guest can go, sit and have its food. Now, these restaurants are again classified into so many categories. Maybe a fine dine restaurant, maybe a thing, quick, maybe a quick bite restaurant. All right, or maybe a fast food chain, depending upon the type of the restaurant, the type of the services which they provide. Under the restaurants and managed services, there is a restaurant managed services. Managed services means any of the assisted services is the managed service. Then recreation includes your activities related to the leisure, recreation, entertainment, which includes attraction, gaming, parks and recreation facilities, maybe a spa, alright, maybe a wellness center. These all includes the recreation, where you in recreation you travel from one place to another in the search of attractions, gaming, park. So this is one of the reason, recreation is one of the reason and nowadays for which the people travel from one place to another. Alright, this is one of the scope of the hospitality industry in nowadays. People travel from one place to another for either for visiting something or for recreation or for attractions or for gaming. Then I hope you all are clear with the concept of or the scope of the hospitality industry. So these are the major scope of the hospitality industry. Now, the second topic is the career perspective of the hospitality industry. The student, those who got themselves graduated from this hospitality management, what would be their scope? And so they had did hotel management. So the hotel management graduates, they can opt any of the field we have discussed in the scope. Either they can opt themselves for travel and tourism, either they can get involved in recreational activities, or they could be in the sales and marketing team of the hotels, because the sales and marketing personnel, the sales and marketing team, they also need students from the hotel management, because hotel management students are the one those who are aware of the types, the categorization of the hotel, the types of the rooms they available, the type of service which they provide. So what happens, these to sell their product, and for hotel the main product is the rooms and the services to sell. That is, room and the services are the product of the hotel industry. So for selling those products, whom they need the hospitality personals, they need the hotel management graduate, those who have a thorough knowledge of the products which they are selling, the services, the type of services, the types of facilities. So usually this the industry which we have discussed under the scope all have an element of hospitality, and all of these industry provides opportunity, provides career growth to the people those who are there in the hospitality industry. Either they can opt for travel and tourism, either they can opt for your lodging recreational activities, or they may opt for your lodging. These were the scope under the hospitality industry, where a hospitality graduate can go and work. Now, career prospect of the hospitality industry. What is the career prospect of the hospitality industry? The career prospect of the hospitality industry are summarized below as reference for those who may have intentions to join a unique and a challenging industry. See, hospitality industry is one of the unique and challenging industry here. There are variety of career opportunities, there are variety of career choices. As per we have discussed under the scope, there were so many variety where he can choose. Due to the booming development of the hospitality and tourism industry, many new hotels and restaurants have opened for catering the needs of both the visitors as well as the locals. As the hospitality industry is booming, it is developing every day. Hospitality industry is developing, and you know what, students? Hospitality industry is one of the biggest industry worldwide. Every sector has an element of hospitality, and everyone around the globe, they are in the need of hospitality. So everybody is in the need of hospitality. If you are paying something, if you are paying some amount of money in a hotel, in a restaurant, so you want value for money, not just in the term you are having the food out there, but along with the services you are availing from there. Alright, so the element of hospitality is everywhere, and yes, hospitality is one of the biggest sector worldwide. So, though it is one of the biggest sector worldwide, so the hospitality does have so many career opportunities, career varieties for the students, those who have graduated from the hotel management courses. Due to the booming development of the hospitality industry, it is one of the there was the development in the hospitality industry is booming. It is up to its rise. The new hotels and restaurants are opening everywhere, within every particular place, every particular city. Maybe if you have seen around at your home, or maybe at the nearby marketplace from your home, there were so many restaurants and eating outlets, either small or big. There were, which why they all have opened, they all have opened to cater the needs, to cater the people, to the visitors, or as well as the local people, those who were around there. ठीक है, या वो विजिटर्स को केटर कर रहे हैं, या वो लोकल पीपल को केटर कर रहे हैं जो वहाँ पे हैं उस टाइम पे, जो उनके घर के पास है. अगर आप अपने घर के पास जा कर के देखोगे तो आपके घर के पास भी काफ़ी सारे छोटे या बड़े रेस्टोरेंट्स आउटलेट्स होंगे. देयर वर आउटलेट्स. सो व्हाई दे हैव ओपन टू सर्व फूड, टू केटर द मार्केट डिमांड्स, टू केटर द मार्केट नीड्स. It facilitates a huge demand of labor in the market. Though they were opening, there were variety of restaurants. So what they are doing, they are in a need of people. They are in a need of labor. Alright. So especially in some developing countries, career choice are not limited. Though there was a country in Hong Kong, what happens? The Hong Kong doesn't have an open economy. So in Hong Kong, the career opportunities, the career choices are not limited to Hong Kong but countries offered by international chains. So here in India, the career choices are just not limited to India only. If you are an Indian, your career choices are just not limited to India, but you can go internationally as well. If you are a hospitality graduate, then you just not could work in India as well, or you can go outside India and you can work out there as well. Alright, so you have career options outside India. And the job nature are broad ranging and different, back of the houses and front of the houses position in the hospitality industry. See, if you'll get into the hospitality industry, that doesn't only means you will get a job only on the front of the house. Front of the house mean the front area where you can have direct interaction with the guest, but also you can have a work opportunity at the back of the house. Back of the house, those who works on the back of the house, the people from your people from production department, they usually work in the kitchen, they will usually work in the back of the house. They hardly come in contact with the guests. The F&B personnel, they come in contact with the guests. You know na, being a hospitality personnel, you might have seen in the hotels what the chefs do. They are responsible for making and preparing the food, whereas the F&B associates, the servers, they were responsible for taking the food from the pickup counter and serving it onto the table of the guest. So hospitality industry, if you will get an opportunity of going to abroad outside India, then you will definitely will get a good position out there. But depending not just on only on the front of the house, but you could also have an opportunity to work on the back of the house as well. Some position can be selected by the graduates with their certificates and diplomas relatively. So here is the list of some positions which the hospitality graduate can have as per their degrees and their diploma courses. When you were in the accommodation sector, see, hospitality industry have four core departments, that is food and beverage service, housekeeping services, or you can say accommodation operations, front office, and food and beverage service. Done. And food and beverage production. The food and beverage production, that is food production, a food and beverage service, that is F&B service, front office, and accommodation operations, which is in housekeeping department. Done. Now, accommodation sector. Under the accommodation sector, a hospitality graduate can either work on the front desk as a receptionist, or as a room attendant, or as a telephone operator on the back of the house, or maybe a reservation associate on the back of the house. Maybe a person could be on the concierge desk in the front office, or a doorman, or a bellman, or a bell captain, or a bell boy, or maybe a person could be an business center associate in accommodation sector. So these are the possible opportunities that a hotel management graduate can get while working in the hospitality industry in the accommodation sector. Now, food and beverage sector. If a person opted food and beverage service as his career of interest, then he could have an option to work as a waiter or a waitress in any of the F&B outlet, maybe a host or a hostess, the person who stands on the girl or person, host and hostess, the person who stands at the entrance, at the main door of the restaurant outlet. They are responsible for taking the reservation, they are responsible for allotment of seat, they are responsible for taking the feedback. Alright, so this is what they do. They make sure that every guest is safe, they are comfortable, greeting the guest, acknowledging the guest, telling that this particular seat has been reserved by this particular guest. And this is what the host and hostess in a restaurant outlet do. Then the cashier, the person who is responsible for taking all the bills. Then food runners. The food runners are the aboyers, those who take the food from the kitchen and serves it on the table, or they keep it on the sideboard. They are known as food runners. The person who picks the food up from the kitchen and kept it on the sideboard, from where the server serves the food on the table, or the waiter serves the food on the table. Then the bartender, the person who is responsible for serving drinks on the bar, maybe while doing juggling, or maybe making the service of drink more fascinating to the guest. Apprentices are the trainees. Commies are again the trainees, or the people working at the entry level. Commies are the person, those who work at the entry level. Then the banquet server, the personnel, those who were responsible for doing the service in the banquets. When there is a event, when there would be a banquet setup, then these people are responsible for doing the service inside the banquet. And yes, they are also the member of food and beverage service, whereas a hospitality graduate, they has an opportunity to work either of the sections. Now, other related services, if they doesn't go into the core department of the hotel, that is the housekeeping and food and beverage service, or maybe the kitchen department, they have other related services, that is a tour guide. He could be a tour guide in any of the traveling destination. He could be a tour escort. He could be a travel agent, theme park crew, event sales, and other customer service possessions. And he could be on any other customer service possession, that is the other related services where a hospitality personnel can go and work inside. Alright, so the core departments which we have already discussed, that is the accommodation operations and the food and beverage service department, whereas the other related services which can where a hospitality graduate can also go and work would be the tour operator. He could be a tour operator, a person who plans and manages the itinerary. There were so many this tour operating websites and engines. They are also requires the hospitality personnel and hospitality managements to come and work within the maybe Make My Trip, yatra.com. All these online portals, they need people from the hospitality background. They need hospitality graduates to get into their business and work. So the tour escorts, they can be an entrepreneur as well. They can open their own particular firm and serve the services to the hospitality industry. Maybe a theme park crew. If it could be a theme park, then there were people, those who work inside it. Alright, there are people, those who come and work in the theme park and provide personalized services to the guest. Then event sales, they manages the sales as well, and the customer services positioning the guest. Alright, the other related services, so these are the particular sector where a hospitality graduate can go and work in. So he has so many career opportunities. Now, opportunities to meet people with different background. If a student has opted for this hospitality management course, he will get an opportunity to meet different type of people with different backgrounds. As mentioned earlier, there were so many people around. Alright, that the success of hospitality services highly depends on the human contact between the staff and the customer. We have already discussed, it is one of the characteristic of the hospitality industry that it has two people, a guest and the host. So it is a field, it is a section where people can interact each other. Alright, so as we have discussed it earlier, so depending on the human contact between the staff and the customer, this industry is totally depend on the communication. Until and unless the guest will not say the needs, the wants, the preferences, the demands, the hospitality personnel would not be able to fulfill all those. So all this process requires communication. So the one of the most important thing is the moment you communicate with people, you'll get an opportunity to meet people. Having a chance to work in the industry, particularly in some frontline position, means there will be many opportunities for the one to meet and communicate with people with different backgrounds and cultures. Now, as we have discussed, there were two sections, the front of the house and the back of the house. If you get an opportunity to work on the front of the house, which means the person who directly deals with the guest, who is directly engaged with the guest. If you are engaged with the guest, if you are directly dealing with the guest in that, what does it means? You will get more opportunities to interact with people from the different backgrounds, from the different religion, from the different places. Alright, for example, if you are a hospitality graduate from north and you went in and you got a job in any of the hotel from south, maybe Taj Konkan, in that case what you will do, you will get an opportunity to meet so many people of different culture, different community, done, so from different background. The best example of this, a hotel receptionist can perceive his or her position as a tour ambassador, which can be enjoyable and challenging. The job satisfaction through winning the customer's smile. See, if you are a receptionist in the hotel, you can be at a position of tour ambassador. You can prepare a tour itinerary for the guest, or you can modify it as per the needs. You can prepare a customized inventory itinerary for tourist itinerary for the guest. So this is all includes your And while doing so, being a receptionist, doing this is a bit challenging for a person, but while doing so you will get a job satisfaction. Along with that, you will be able to win the customer's smile, as well as its interactive nature makes the hospitality more attractive for the youngsters or with an outgoing character. All right, so this is how you will get an opportunity to meet so many type of people. The hospitality industry has a long term career growth. If you have opted as in if you're a hotel management graduate and you opted hotel management is hospitality industry as your field, then you will get a long term career growth. It is the common that most of the people have to start their careers from the entry level. This is very common. See, if you being a graduate, if you get in any field you will be working, you hasn't have to start your career from the entry level. So same goes with the hospitality industry. In hospitality industry as well, you have to start your career from the entry level. However, the career path goes wide. You have started your career from the entry level, it's fine, but your career will not stop. You'll have a continuous growth inside it. However, the paths are always quite clear for the employees, and their opportunities for them to get promoted proceeds to the management level based on their experiences and performances. Depending upon their experiences and the performance which they have showed, or they would be showing while performing the duties and responsibilities of the entry level, there were so many chances of the employees to get promoted and to the management level. They could get a promotion till management level. Alright, successful stories are numerous in this sector. There were so many successful stories where the people had started their career from from as an employee or as a starter or from the entry level, and they have reached it to the management. Now these days they are the assistant manager or the management or the managers in any of the 5-star hotel, or they have started their career from the room attendant and finally turned into the general manager of the hotel. So you have an career growth opportunities as well. This is the growth chart of a hotel. So you have started your career from a trainee from the entry level, then you would be promoted to the crew member, then you would be promoted as a trainer if you have shown yourself excellent in your field as a trainee, as an entry level, then you would become a trainer, then the team leader. Then after being a team leader, you will be the manager trainee. Now there were so many people working under you. And this particular section you have reached to the middle management level. See, the hotel management is the hotel management, or you can say the management procedure or the growing procedure inside a hotel has been divided in 3 categories, that is the entry level, the middle management level, and the top management level. So you as a student, you have entered from the entry level, that is being a trainee, and then you have shifted as a crew member, then a trainer, then a team leader. Being a team leader, you yourself has been leading a group of 5 to 10 people. There were 5 to 10 people or 5 to 10 trainees, those will be working under you in team leader. Then in the middle management level, you will be the manager trainee. You are the person who would be heading the number of trainees inside the hotel, manager trainee. Then the second assistant manager trainee, the second level after management trainee, the second hierarchy is the assistant manager. Then the first assistant manager and the store manager, or you can say the outlet manager. If it in case of a F&B service, you will be the outlet manager. If it in front office service, you will be the duty manager. Alright. And after that, you might be reaching on to the top level. Either you will be as operational consultant, senior operations, or you may be a training consultant and senior training. After that, the moment you will pass all these levels from being a trainee, you will be considered at the top management level, where you have an opportunity either being an operational consultant or senior operator, or training consultant, senior training, or a operations manager, or you may be a training manager. So this is the growth level. You have a long term growth opportunities in this particular field. Fringe benefits employed by employees. Being an employee, you will get so many benefits working in a hospitality industry. It has so many benefits for the employees. Different from other businesses, our business operation have so many benefits to offer towards employees. Staff working in the hotel and food and beverage operations can usually enjoy some benefits in addition to the basic salary, annual bonus, and insurance coverage. Apart from the basic salary, insurance coverage, and annual bonus salaries, you might be enjoy so many other things. For example, hotel and restaurant staff are normally provided with 2 duty meals during their work. So these hospitality staff, they enjoy, apart from the salary, the bonus, risk cover, insurances, they enjoy so many other things. For example, if you're working as a hospitality personnel inside any of the hotel, you would be getting a 2-time meal there in your working days. Some hotels are also allowed to enjoy a discount rate or associate rate for booking the room. If you're working in a hotel, so you would be getting some discounted rates if you want to get a booking inside a room. If you want to have some food in the F&B outlet, you will be getting some percentage of discount. For the members, for the staffs are also getting some percentage of discount if they avail some services in the food and beverage outlet of the hotel where they are working. Or if they want to reserve a room in a hotel where they are working, they can get a percentage of discounts as well. And the associate rates for booking, there were associate rates which are only applicable for the poor people, those who are working inside the hotel, which can be ever applied in hotel outlet under the same brand all over the world. For example, if you are working in a Taj group, you are working with a Taj group, you will, being a Taj employee, you will be getting associate discounts or the associate discount for booking the room, not only to that particular property which you are working, but worldwide. If you anywhere in the globe, if it is a Taj property, you can have that particular discount while showing your staff ID card. Your associate rates have been applied on your booking, and you will get a discounted booking for that particular service whatever you avail inside the restaurant. Alright, in today's session, we have discussed about the scope of the hospitality industry. What is the scope of the hospitality industry? What wider is the scope of the hospitality industry, as well as the career advantages, the career scope for the people. What are the advantages does the students get, the hospitality graduates will get when they'll through with their 3 or 4 years of hotel management course, when they are through with the 4 years of management course. After completing it, when they'll go into the industry, why they have to go into the industry, what are the relevant fields where they can work inside. Alright, and what are their career growth opportunities, what are the benefits they will get inside it. They will get an opportunity to meet people, they will get fringe benefits, they will have wide variety of choices, and it is a long term growth. So if you are a student and you are opted in hospitality industry, you have chosen a right field. So hospitality has a good career scope for the students, those who were in the hospitality industry. I hope you all are clear with the concept. Thank you so much, group.